How's everyone doing tonight? I got Game Maker 8 working. And not only that, but I have decompiled my old game DreamCherry. It is 100% editable once again. That's a trigger. It's a cutscene trigger. Water. The fish swim away when you get close to them. Let's play a little bit. Let's go ahead and play a little bit. Took me forever to get a fast to let this thing make the temporary EXEs it needs to make in order for me to test it. It's a pain in the ass, but I got it. That was drawn on paper and then converted into pixel art by lowering the resolution, obviously, and then editing it so that it's in a 3-color palette like an NES sprite would be. So yeah, this was my actual handwriting, hand drawing, and so is that. That was just black line art that like I just scanned in and yeah, tutorial. Hey Access, if you want to know something about chip music, all the music in this game is the best example I can think of what chip music is. But anyway, this tutorial I made somewhat tongue-in-cheek. It's a fucking new video games these days, all this tutorializing and shoving everything in your face. This was the 360 days, that's how old this game is. I think Skyrim was brand new when I was working on this game still. Y'all already know I smoke. I don't really, if you're bothered by it. Sorry about it. If you're using a 360 controller, I don't know if this thing will work. Cool that it does though. The thing is, it's such a pain in the ass to like program an old game maker like D-pad support that I just didn't. I'm gonna link the website if it still exists, where I got all the music for this game. With everything on stream you see here, all the sounds you hear I made except for this music. And a lot of this music is from some very well-known chiptune artists. Yeah, Cherry Boy don't drink. Look, you can read all that on your own. I just wanted to show you. To this day, I noticed that those are actually green and not yellow. The NES palette does not have a proper yellow. You ever notice that in any NES game ever? It's like this light tan color. I programmed the enemies to be a little bit more dynamic. There's a zombie. I like how it got the ground like that. And then you plow right through them all and get this. I definitely wanted the game to have like this sense of catharsis to it. A sense of resourcefulness. That's what these power-ups are for. This fire one just kind of goes through enemies. And it also melts ice. bomb, lumbo, bomb. I remember my friend Kenny watching me draw the bomb explosions, right? And he was like, dude, that looks good. Shut up. Friend from a long time ago, I've been trying to get a hold of him. The old phone number don't work. Okay, so yeah, I totally stole this from Kirby. I wanted to make it so that they can get crackable, as well as like pushable projectiles, so that you could use them to find secrets and stuff. I thought that was a good idea, but I was having trouble programming that. The program is slime to chase you around, though. Here's how this usually works. Every enemy has like a proximity checker. And if you're within their proximity, if they're programmed to do so, they'll start kind of chasing you around. This guy's programmed to laugh at you if you get hit by anything. And here's the reset button. See? Reset button. I was gonna be devious. I was gonna make a hidden level that was full of the reset buttons, and make it like a troll level, like a skill level, because you're not, at this point, falling in this level does not mean having to restart the level and lose a life. It means we're having to restart the whole fucking game. It could be done in a clever way, I think. I had a lot of ideas. Undertale was brand new when I was working on this still. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. That's not what this is about. Alright, F2. F2 is my debug skip level button. I'm not gonna show off the first level because you can just play it. This is like, I will show off this level. Level 2, I think. If I was to make like a free demo for like a paid version of this, I'm not gonna make this game paid, by the way. DreamCherry was never ever gonna be paid. The sequel might be. But I was real proud of that rain effect. That is 100% sprites. Yes, that is a Christian cross. I am Christian and I'm unapologetic about it, but I'm not here to get into that kind of thing. I'm here to play some video games. John Burton did something similar. Remember the guy who worked on Sonic R? He left the Jesus fish in Sonic R as a little Easter egg. I think that's a harmless way of showing appreciation for your faith. Yeah, this rain effect. You simply cannot jump that, but you can go down here. This was like an experiment, because I wanted to see if people could figure this part out, like, visually alone. Like, oh, no, can't jump there, can't jump there, I guess you go down here. But it's the same tile. It's the same tile. The chimney is the same tile as this. The only reason you would know to go down here is the context that you can't go up there. Psychological shit. It's fun. So, fun fact, this game is rendered in 16 by 10, so if you want it pixel perfect, 16 by 10. But on a 16 by 9 screen, it stretches it out just a little bit to stimulate the stretching of NTSC CRT television, if you ever had one of those and you remember Mario blocks looking slightly wider than they're supposed to, or than like a regular square, that's why. Okay. I can tell you my inspirations for this game right off the bat. Some of them are right on my sleeve. Like, obviously, with the whole Dream World thing, it's Kirby. Like, I wanted to take the whole Dream World thing and do something a little more literal with it. So, obviously, Kirby, Mario, a little bit of Mega Man, a little bit of Doom. I was playing a lot of Doom. So, all of the enemies in this game are inspired one way or another by how Doom enemies were, which is why there's a lot of, like, it's simple, but it's dynamic AI. They're predictable, you can figure them out. These guys take chased, but you can plow right through them. And you can use them to knock each other around. Or you can knock your own self. The invincibility was a later add-on. Originally, I was like, it's kind of cheap. Like, it's cheap and it's derivative and it's played out. And I was like, yeah, but it's fun. Every game needs like that feeling you get. You get like uncontrollable power for just a little. The Starman, the Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic, that kind of thing. Alright. Here's the save button. And you just walk up to it and hit a... Now I had an idea. I'll show off a few more levels here before I work on my idea. And it's going to be a quick one, but it's going to be something I never thought I'd be able to do in my life ever again. Maybe I just was lacking the can-do attitude that I used to have when I was making this in the first place. Truthfully, I think God's telling me to stop making excuses and just do it. That's me. That's just me. It sounds silly when you think about it. You know, life's silly sometimes. See, look, those guys, they take like 5 hits. So they're a bit tankier. And of course, you know, with the power up, they're no problem. And, yeah, the way the tiles and solid objects works, sometimes that happens. What? I was gonna make it make a sound effect. I never did. I was thinking of even, putting a little symbol on it, a little cherry symbol or something. But now it's just a French flag. It's a joke. French people. So yeah, he's taunting you, and now I was real proud of this when I made this game. So yeah, you can either try and jump over there or jump in this portal. And it immediately teleports you here. Wait a minute. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? No, you can't. I'll show it to you. Oh, I'll show it to you. Which level is it? 4? Yes, okay. So, this is level 4, and once you get to this part and you jump in here, you get warped over here, and then the background layers change. I thought it was clever. And then the rest of the level is a desert level. Oh, man. Memories, man. I had another idea real quick. Hold on, let's see if I can remember. These used to be organized, but the decompiler that decompiled the exe back into source code that can be used in GameMaker, I guess it didn't save all that shit. It wouldn't have to, right? Because by then it'd be compiled. It wouldn't need to be like, you know, each one of these is a separate thing, checkpoint. I was looking for save spot, intro, no. It might be screen. Chang. Look at this, maker. Oh, I am nerding out so much right now looking at this. This is my spaghetti ass code. I put comments here and there, but I don't think anyone other than me could decipher it. If you could, hey, I'll give you the source code. You can have a go. Not even kidding. Get in that comment section. You want to play with this? I'm doing something with my characters and stuff that not a lot of people are crazy enough to try, but I am. I call it fuck copyright. You can use whatever I make for yourself, whatever. It's not like you're going to be able to stop people anyway. As long as people know that whenever I make something with my characters, it is an official Rabbit Guinea Pig product. Anything else, fan projects, fan art, anything your heart desires, Rule 34 doesn't matter. Just do it. Just have fun. I will be nothing but flat for you. Here it is. Let's see. No, that's not it. I gotta figure out which object is like the. I think it's O screen. Oops. No. Put that back. Put that back. No. No, don't get rid of O screen. It's been a while. My muscle memory's still here, but my regular memory's back. Okay, so it is. The object is. Is there a find function in here? Yeah. Oh, screen, because I'm trying to do something here. Draw scan lines. Okay, we're gonna not with that because I don't like the way the scan lines look anymore. They looked better on an older computer. For some reason, they had anything you made on GameMaker had like a bilinear filter over it, and there was nothing I could do about it without making it look like I guess newer graphics cards can just read the graphics without all that. This means I can finally finish this game. There we go. Want them crispy pixels. Yo. There we go. Well, I didn't mean to do that. We'll figure this out. My old toys meeting my new toys. Let's see if, I'm getting it, don't worry. Alright, alright. Now. Wow, that's weird. Okay. That's what it would look like in 4x3, but that's inaccurate to how an NES game would look. So I think if I go to filters, no. I thought it was filters. Yeah, save changes. Is where do we get this? There we go. Alright, now. There we go. Alright. Now, a little bit more messing around here. Toby Fox-worthy. NTSC. Oh, whoa. Way too much bleed. Only the top part is animating because the lower part of this window is just kind of outside of frame, so I can move things around. Let's see your band size. Usually I like smaller bands, you know. If you heard of it, it's too mainstream for me. Vignette. Let's give it that rose tinted nostalgia. We're not blue, we're green. Adjust your TV. If you don't know that reference, I may or may not superimpose it on the screen. Alright. Alright. Now. I think. Did I leave a secret level up here? No, but I did have a tile on the wrong layer. Alright. Yeah, you gotta be able to get the key to open this door. Have two skip paths. Yeah, I thought the idea of like that sort of a chalk line path between like Sky Island thingies. Which level should I do? You know what level I should do? This one right here. Yeah, the Doom influence is like you have your weapons and you have your different weapons and you have your ammo that you have to conserve. But you have to know when to and to not conserve your ammo. I thought I was clever thinking of like the main collectible being your ammo, but then like Mickey Mania by Traveler's Tales did the same thing. Must have remembered it. subconsciously, that glitch. I know how to fix that now, but I would have to rewrite this engine from scratch to fix that glitch. And to make this actually run at 60 frames. I don't know why I capped it at 40. I thought it was an artistic decision at the time. The idea was I wanted this game to look like a late NES game that had like a helper chip that would help with like parallax scrolling and stuff. It wouldn't make it widescreen, it wouldn't make it 16:9, that's for sure. Anamorphic widescreen maybe, but click on the NES that would look like cool, right? Okay, so yeah, I was gonna have it so that you find these buttons, you hit it, it's like, oh, it's hit now. Yeah, there's a variable that says it's hit now, the button is hit. What's it do? Oh, I didn't get that far. But if you go out and come back to this level, it's still pushed. Because it is like an in-game global variable. This is one of my favorite levels, personally. Because I wanted to make a level that's more vertical. Yeah, now you ain't got no ammo, so you gotta remember how those guys work. You're getting ammo, but there's stuff blocking your path. I think you would have used bombs. Yeah, you would have on level 3. All this pixel art. This tile set is a version 2.0 actually. The 1.0 was I think it looked like button. Once I went over it and refined everything, gave the tiles and backgrounds more texture. That's when the game started looking much more like itself. You can download the old version of it on the Game Jolt page. So yeah, I like this level. It's a vertical level. Old versions of Game Maker did not have like automatic scrolling parallax like that. That's designed to like have a 3-dimensional look to it. I made that myself with math. It's just like, what was it, the size of the background, which is like 256 by 224, something like that. And then it just kind of loops and based on like the screen position, yeah, all that stuff. That's how I program the parallax. It's crazy easy. I can literally just copy and paste it into any future projects, and I will. I'll definitely put a lot more work into just the backgrounds themselves. I was planning on making more kinds of backgrounds. I did, eventually though. You know, the desert level has a different kind of cloud in it. There's a cave level further up that has a more cave-ish background. See, in Doom, me killing that slime with my last bomb was the equivalent of using my last rocket on a zombie. That's kind of where I was going for. I was going for like the feel of like a classic game that feels like something I would have grown up with as a kid, but also has a lot of things that I like in games that I like as an adult as well. That's a tricky jump. No time limit. No time limit. Alright. What was this? Boss! Cookie! I was really pleased with myself programming this. Cookie was a boss early on. And it was meant to be supplementary to a second game that you would play as Cookie. This would be like at the end of his game, his adventure. And then Cherry Boy stumbles across him like this. In his adventure, and they meet for the first time, and because Cookie is a competitive motherfucker, he chooses to fight. It's a Sonic and Knuckles kind of thing. They become friends eventually. Now, okay, so he chase, and he punch. He chase, he jump, he punch. And you gotta bounce on him, and the bats are also in the way. So you got a lot going on you gotta pay attention to, but not too much. You bonk them, and I think the bats will drop a health, like 1 every 80 or something like that. You know, I started this game in like Game Maker 5. Down! You're strong. You seem like a bad guy. I do think you need to calm down a bit. I just wanted to win is all. Wait, what's your name? I'm Cherry Boy. How original. I'm Cookie, nice to meet you. I'm gonna pass out from exhaustion. I forgot about that glitch. It took me ages to figure out what that glitch was. Whenever you have no stars at the end of a level, then it just, whenever the golden cherry shows up, it just straight up skips. Because of the countdown at the end of the level that shows up after you touch the golden cherry. Oh look, graveyard level. Spooky levels are one of my favorite tropes in platformers. Got my zombies. And he's trying to get me, but he can't because he can't jump. Hit the eyeball. Alright, you come here. Boom. Boom. And then you can still get hurt by it if you're not careful. Like, ow. You can just kill it, and we'll soul wisp goes off to the afterlife. You're doing them a favor. It's what's happening. Like they are slaves inside of their decaying flesh. The mushrooms are just assholes. They're not very smart either. And those flower things, I don't even know where they came from. I was just spriting as I did in Windows XP MS Paint. And there's the ghosties. See, if I were to put like Steam achievements in this game, one would definitely be like something along the lines of like keep a jump combo going. for like 20, 30, 50, something like that. You son of a bitch. Old retro NES game. Not bad. I tried to make it not so bad. I watched an Angry Nerd or two before I started making this. So I tried to avoid some of the things that were like famous for being a problem with retro games. But I thought the knockback was sort of necessary to add to the dynamicy of the gameplay. Don't know if dynamicy is a word, but it is now. I do believe this song is by Mr. Spastic. The dude has a very particular style. If I remember, yeah, I'll have to link 8-Bit People's, because that's where I got the music from. 8bitpeoples.com. A lot of really high profile chip music artists from all over the world post their stuff there, sell it, get it for free. They take commissions. One of the songs in this game actually also ended up in Retro City Rampage as one of the radio songs. If I did actually write all the music, then I would have tried to like make this game, you know, a purchasable product. But you know, back then that wasn't a thing. Like, I started working on this game before like the indie game renaissance of like the late 2000s and early 2010s with the Xbox Live shit and all that. Meat Boy and Blade and all of them coming out being like the little guys can make awesome games too, you know. I was one of the first to try and do that shit. Life happens stuff. Life happens, and at one point I was unable to continue working on this. But you know what? Now I have a source file, and I don't want to continue working on it from this, but I do want to take all of the resources that I made, spruce them up a little bit, and make a new game engine that's much more dynamic and smoother. And I'm using that little sprite of excess that I made, little Foxo boy. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in a little mini adventure. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, if I had 0 stars, then the countdown would have considered itself ended right there. And then count down to next level. You ever play Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game on the NES? That's what I based the color palette, the snow level, the New York snow level in that game. I based the color palette for here. I'm gonna show y'all, the snow level. No. I mean, there's a couple of snow levels. Again, me just... I didn't even know what the hell to do with like the built-in game maker particle system, so those are all just individual sprites. The ones fluttering around like ooh, but the ones in the way background that are just scrolling, that's just a parallax. I wanted it to look beautifully chaotic. And again, something that an NES game might be able to pull off with like a helper chip of some sort. Like Super Effects chip or something. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I love those little snowmen guys. They were a late edition. Alright, so look, there's a bit of a strategy here. You get down here, and they're tanky too, and they take about 5 hits. Ugh. And I gotta go over here. There, got it. In this level, I'm actually doing something that Civvy likes to call Valve Blue Ball. Well, it's similar in concept. It's not the same thing, but you'll see. Because in the next level, well, what would be the best power-up to have in an ice level? With ice-themed enemies, huh? What do you think? Save. Ice path. Now we got ice blocks. Now I tried implementing a different collision engine to this game once, and it made these ice blocks like broken as shit. Which is why I'm gonna have to reprogram everything from scratch. That's okay. The art's already there. And, you know, I'm older and wiser and know how to make more stuff. Oh, look at these up here beaconing at you. Come get us. Come get us so you can plow through all the enemies with the greatest of ease. And accidentally, melt the platforms you might need, so you still gotta be careful. Again, I thought I was super clever with this. You just kind of Minecraft your way through this here. You got plenty of firepower up to work with. And you get these. The enemies get stuck in the ice, and I decided to let them keep like that because it's funny. Whoops! Look at that. Ah, man. There's no way I'm gonna end up creating a perfect game engine, and that's fine. Alright, here. If you accidentally die here, then things will get much trickier for you. But here's another one of these. And whenever there's an invincibility and a shit ton of enemies in the way of something, that's just level design, my friend. You gotta be quick though. You know what coyote time is in some platformers where like you have like a split second after you run off a cliff to be able to still jump? Yeah, this game doesn't have that. I wanted this game to be very much precision based. I should have made it so you can jump on it. You can jump on it, but it doesn't hurt it. But I think that if you're able to get close enough to them to jump on, you've earned the right to bounce on their head and kill them. See, that's why. I can go back and revise this shit and make it a whole lot better. And I'm excited to do so. I have a lot of ideas. I gotta work on a smaller project first. I made them excrete. I made the mushrooms excrete little purple spores to show that like they're deadly now. They're flipped over, so that means if you hit another enemy with them, then they're dead. Because otherwise, it didn't make any visual sense to me. Way more particles than any actual NES game could reasonably handle. But that's okay, because it's about the vibe, and I died. I love this pause screen. Hold on, can I get a better background to get it? This level's meant to be a bit trickier. Of course, it's a little bit further in the game. Alright, the background. Yeah, the pause background. I really like that one. Paint Shop Pro 9, if you know what that one even is. What I did was I took NES palette, like an NES palette smearing picture thing, and then I used a kaleidoscope thing, and then I would adjust the kaleidoscope like a few ticks, and then I would make an animation about it, and then there it is. Anyway, I'm gonna show off a few more things, and then I might go off to bed. Then, on part 2 of this video, I'm gonna do something I never thought I'd be able to do ever again. And that is make a new level for this game. Like, I can literally just do it. I can just make a new level and then put like a new spot on the map to go into that level. And I feel like that would be a bit of an exciting video idea, don't you think? For right now, I'm just kind of showing off the game as it is, and talking about it, and reminiscing about where I was in life at the time I was making this. This game has been with me through many stages of my adult life, though, I can tell you that. This poor old cherry boy has seen this poor old man go through a lot of life. A lot of heartbreak. A lot of creative struggle. Addiction. Had a problem with that. Not gonna hide it either. Oh yeah. And now it's time for lava level. Same technique as the desert one. Oh! Ooh, 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 ooh. I forgot about these guys. They can't be killed with those. They're just the exact same programming as the mushroom, except you can't, like, hurt them with anything but ice, which there isn't any ice in this level. So for now, you just gotta kind of avoid them. And those guys are the exact same color as this night sky color palette. Oh no! Damn it, Pikachu, look what you did. Alright, let's skip ahead. We'll show y'all. Let's do the volcano level. Because I was pretty pleased with this one too. Ah! You can kind of see the timing for the fire spouts there. It's not tricky or anything. It's predictable. It's meant to be. You just gotta watch it and be careful. And this is many levels in at this point, so this game is no longer holding your hand. Also, I just went freaking hog wild with the tiles and all the squiggles and stuff in the tile set. I had a lot of fun doing that. But yeah, ice. And you can knock them around like the ice power up in Kirby. All the power-ups are additive, so if you collect a power-up that's a different type, then it'll change the type, but it'll just add to what you already have. So if I were to collect a bomb, then I would have 26 plus however many that bomb is worth, and it would be bombs. I was playing a lot of Master System games back then too. I was getting a lot of my inspiration from like Alex Kidd, Psycho Fox, Psychic World. I was on a Master System kick. Cookie came from that Master System kick. His game was going to be very Master System-esque. To be like the polar opposite of Cherry Boy's Nintendo-esque game that we're seeing here. And Cherry Boy's game is obviously more about taking your time and looking for secrets and all that. And Cookie's game was going to be more of like a score attack kind of thing. Originally it was going to be more like a Metroidvania-esque open world, but I did not have the programming chops to fully pull that one off just yet. Then, no, sorry, I didn't. They're just chilling down there. Alright. I'll show y'all. This boss battle here, I was super pleased with myself when I made this guy. Alright, so you want to hang out for a little bit. He's over here waiting for you to trigger. But you don't want to do that just yet. You want to get as many of these stars as you're patient enough to get. Because you're going to need them. I wanted this boss fight to really feel like a fight. So, the enemies don't. Especially the bosses, they don't have like attack pattern phases or anything. They react dynamically, and you'll see here in a second. I'm a tax collector, you're late on your payments. Ah, very funny. Yeah. We find out. Okay. So we got avoid his fireballs. Lay into him as much as you possibly can. He teleports randomly, he gets closer to you and he kind of chases you. But he slows down when he's close enough. And you can get up here and get some health if you want. And he'll just chase you around. I was gonna make it so that the lower his health is, the more he attacks. I didn't implement that. But that would have been cool. But seriously, like, it's simple AI, but there's just enough going on to make it feel like you're fighting. Freaking Grim Reaper. Yeah. You know what? Now that I think about it, I just have an idea for this guy. I like the idea of, like, when a level is also a boss battle. Got him! I love the idea of doing a level and having to deal with a boss at the same time, and I think that the foundation for that is here, but I can make it longer. More of an actual level. You gotta get through it, and then you gotta beat the boss, and you also gotta get to the end. Alright, see, watch this. Yep, that's what triggers it. If the golden cherry is there and the stars are 0, then it triggers end level. And we got the key now, we can go up here, where I'll show you guys a couple more levels. But the download, the download will be in the description. The game jolt that it's been on there for like over a decade at this point. I'll show a little bit of this one. Nightmare City again. Yeah, sort of a sunset kind of feeling here. Pretty large level too, very, very wide and vertical. I always like treetop levels in games. But sometimes, especially like in the 16-bit era, a lot of like poopy games would have like a generic treetop level, and it was usually like a where the fuck do I go kind of level. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, when a treetop level is done right, it's a great idea, I think. Oops, ow. Die. Okay. Alright. Next. Near the end of this game, I start getting a little edgy. Okay, and notice that you cannot pass this. Everything is here strategically placed so that you cannot pass this without beating the level first. So you got the freedom of movement, but you gotta beat this level to pass. Or just hit F2. Longest level in the game. Alright, Layla, you're Banjo-Kazooieing it in here. Oh, level. I wanted every few levels or so to introduce at least one new thing. This level's got the conveyor belts here. This area right here just sort of shows you the ropes of how these conveyor belts work in a way that's not too intrusive, but also like not skippable. Oh, and the pipes that shoot out the enemies. And they do pile up. If you're not quick, they will pile up and get overwhelmed. It's a little... I think that's a little bit in the spirit of like classic NES style game. Look at these guys. And then they laugh at me. And then they laugh at me. Or if I had a bomb or a fire, I'd teach you guys a lesson. Oh look, a bomb or a fire. I actually didn't remember that was there. That was so perfect. I did want to add like a little like light or something on the pipe that sort of flashed whenever it was about to shoot an enemy out. I did. I didn't get around to that. All the ideas are flooding back to it. This is the longest level in the game, by the way, and it does. We actually want the fire for this part. Fire is the most useful in this particular part in the game. But you'll want the bomb for one part if you want to get the secrets. We'll see. Welcome to Rabbit Guinea Pig. Old man reminisces about his glory days. It ain't gonna be like that, I'll tell you that much right now. Looking at this shit, playing my own game again, I'm getting fired up again. I'm like, I can do this. And I'm starting to make friends on YouTube now, like talented friends too. Guys, if you're watching this, we can get together and build something awesome. I died. But, anyway. It's just me rambling on about my own thing. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was watchable. Peace.